not Kevin Pod. Don't tell me who I am, don't tell me who I'm not. Don't tell me who I am, don't tell me who I'm not. Don't tell me who I am, don't tell me who I'm not. Don't tell me who I am, don't tell me who I'm not. Don't tell me who I am, 'cause I'm not Kevin Pod. Don't.
All right, we're live.
Yeah.
What's up? Welcome back to Kenny.
Welcome
IPA Today.
Welcome to IPA Today, Sean.
Cheers,
Cheers, motherfucker. All right, so we're kind of kicking it off with the West Coast Hazy. The West Coast Hazy.
Too many cameras.
Yeah, too many cameras. Sorry. Lengthwise local brewery here in Bakersfield.
How are the levels for those of you listening live, Mr. Taps? Taps is our last guest. Him and Troy were here last week.
I feel bad. Martine wanted to do this yesterday, and
yeah, I know. And then we just kind of threw it.
You held off for me, and yeah. I get it. Sorry,
not
Martine.
true. Not true. This was an accident podcast. Kenny didn't even bring any beer.
That's true story.
You did buy dinner though.
I did not bring beer. I'm like, hey, let's go get fucked up at your house. Hope you have beer.
Taps says, "Look at you, sexy fuckers." What's up?
Yeah, we're both wearing collared shirts.
We almost wore the same shirt, damn near. I just bought more broccoli. Oh, shit. We had a whole conversation last week about...
broccoli and anal sex?
Broccoli and anal sex,
yep.
That's right.
Can't appreciate it as an adult when it's forced on you as a kid. That's a true story.
So how is
I'm the exception because I love broccoli and getting fucked in the butt. So,
whoa.
Yeah. Oh, no, what did Twitch say? No more of that.
Yeah, shut us down quick. Holy shit, Kenny's getting us in trouble.
I'm sorry. Hey, Darren.
Oh, man. So new, a little bit of some equipment changes in the podcast this episode.
Hey, Alex. So we're doing, we're on Twitch, this camera with the green screen behind me, Twitch. So
and YouTube. Should be. I need to verify that.
So for those of you that are streamers, if you, because I don't know how long my battery's going to last.
You can over there. There's a battery or a charger right there.
The point is, what is the name that they need to go to?
If they go to YouTube, which
we're on Twitch.
Oh man, you hear that?
Yep, I'm hearing myself.
There you go. If you go to YouTube and just search for "I'm Not Kevin Pod,"
I'm Not Kevin Pod,
and same with Twitch. You should be able to find it.
That's YouTube, and then Twitch. I'm Not Kevin Pod.
Whichever your preference is.
Or you can just stay right here and watch me on my phone. But it doesn't. You got the green screen behind me that doesn't look on TV. It looks really cool. It looks like we're in a.
Trust us.
It looks like we're in a yard where they stack pallets.
Art said he goes. I really like the. What do you say? Like the. It looks like you guys are in a sauna.
Yes.
And I was like, I didn't. And then I started looking for like a sauna picture, and I thought, you know, what I thought would be cool is to get pictures of from here down. Of like fat dudes with their no shirts on and they're in their underwear or a towel or whatever, sitting in a sauna, and then just crop our
it looks like we're drinking beer and giving each other handy in a sauna.
Happy endings.
Yeah, things I'll do for a free beer.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Martine? Martine jumped into Twitch. Yeah, I feel bad because I know you were wanting to do one last night and that didn't happen. So true story about why I didn't do an episode yesterday is because I wasn't quite sure what kind of condition I would be in after a medical procedure. So that's why we didn't do one yesterday. It would have been perfect because Martine doesn't get available on Fridays.
Shane is asking, what's the YT?
YouTube.
Oh fuck! I was like, what? I just showed you. It's fucking hazy.
It should be
YouTube. Sorry, I'm not Kev Pod.
Yeah, it should be. I'm trying to find the actual address of the. I wonder if I could text it to you and you could paste it in your chat. Maybe is that possible? Is that?
I don't know. I don't know if I could do that stuff. I could try. I think I got a comment section.
Maybe I text it to you and you hand me your phone.
Here, I'll just hand you my phone and you type it in there.
Yeah, I don't know if I can type it. Martine, how's the audio and stuff, brother? I'll wait for your answer. How's the beer?
You know, man, these guys, this is actually a solid go-to beer. Again, lengthwise, they're hazy West Coast, which, you know, it's kind of a cool play on words because the West Coast is supposed to be the clear. I guess it depends on who you ask, right? West Coast is supposed to be the clear, bitter-ish IPA, and East Coast is supposed to be the hazy, more of a hop-forward aromatic. So they did a little play on words and called it a West Coast hazy. So it's just a play on words because there's really no actual rules. Do whatever the fuck you want. Add whatever hops you want. Whatever bittering hops you want to put in at what time. Whatever. Do your thing, man. Call it what you want. And that's kind of the joke, I think. I think they're just like, hey, it's all good, man. We'll call this a West Coast hazy. But it's always a solid beer. It's always a solid go-to.
Do you think it's changed any since the last time you had it?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Do you think they changed the hop profile?
I don't know about the hop profile. To me, it's a little sweeter, this batch.
Yeah.
To me.
What is it? 6.5? It's under 7.
I asked Martine how the sound is with the new equipment setup.
Oh, 7, fuck.
Yeah, it's a little big. And Martine said, Kenny is a little pitchy, but you can't fix that, though.
You know, Martine, I come on here, I don't fuck with anybody. I mind my own business.
You don't?
Fuck. All right.
Oh, we need some music, huh? A little ambient.
But that's fair. That's fair, Martine. So I'm glad Alex is there. It's cousin's kid. Actually, my wife's cousin's kid, but Alex is cool, man. So Alex, you used to do a beer podcast, man. I know you're down south now. I talked to your dad the other day. He was visiting Bakersfield and says you're doing really well down there. Hopefully, now you're out of your parents' house. You're drinking beer. Hopefully, if you have any questions about beer, hit me up, man. Come out here to California, man. I'll get you drunk and
I'll get you drunk.
Yeah, I'll pull the Uncle Jimmy on you. No, I'm just kidding. That was stupid. Sorry,
wrong side of the family.
Yeah, wrong side. Yeah, this side it won't be weird.
Yeah, it'd be natural. That's the way it's supposed to be.
The way God intended.
There you go. Accept that.
I accept.
That's what you said to Uncle Jimmy.
What do I do? Accept. Got it.
So we'll go live.
So yeah, so Martine jumped off me. He's on you. Oh, there you are.
Wow.
Are we too close to microphones?
Turn your speakers down. There you go.
Good call.
There you go for those live. What's up? What's up? What's up, all you livesters?
Yeah. I don't know how to how to position this phone so it doesn't look like it's going up my nose, but
try grabbing one of those glasses maybe, and maybe I'll do it. So I got a handful of people. Those of you that are joining on the live Instagram live, jump onto YouTube and search for I'm Not Kevin Pod, or Twitch I'm Not Kevin Pod, and you can watch it with the green screen effects and a little bit better audio probably.
yeah, it's cool stuff. It's always fun coming back here. I haven't been here in a while. Let's try it. We used to do this in my house, and then Wendy was never a big fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah,
that.
it's Well,
We used to do it like 12 or 11 in the morning.
11 in the morning, and she would get home about 4, and we're all still there.
We have an important question from the chat and the Twitch side.
Yes.
From Martine, regular viewer, regular guest. Will the Testacuzzi hold Kenny's ball?
Which koozie?
The Testacuzzi.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bigger than the 2 indents, but that whole square, it'll fit in there.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I did dunk my balls in here, so.
So when am I supposed to pour beer in there now and drink out of it? Yeah.
It's quite the invention.
So I was just a guy just called me, an ex-coworker just called me. He's up in Montana now, and I was telling him the story. So our friend Kevin nicknamed my Uniball the Butthole Bruiser because it's
Because it could be.
I don't know if it's like when you remove a testicle, the other one feels bad and grows to fill the void in the testicle, but it didn't know when to stop. So it's got this elephantitis of the nutsack.
Yeah.
So I got this big old Uniball, and one of my buddies just loves it, right? So he always wants to see it when we're on the golf course.
So I was going to promote the YouTube and the Twitch again, but apparently we're struggling to stay on there. But you guys can definitely go there and get the looks like, actually. This is what it looks like when you're on that side of the... That's what you'd see. From there to there.
Yeah, way better.
Way better.
Looks like we're in a sauna together.
Maybe we are.
Maybe we are. Maybe we'll be as soon as the show's over.
So you were talking at dinner about a 10%er that you drank yesterday?
Yeah, do you remember what it was called?
No, but you sent a picture of it, I think.
I sent a picture on the group, podcast group.
I'm in the
Yeah.
live, so I can't see it.
It was a busy can, a busy label.
Mm-hmm.
It was hazy. It was 10%. It was a triple.
Where'd you get it?
Tripa. Off the rails.
Off the rails.
Off the rails, yeah. I just bought one of each on the left-hand side of the cooler. Well, because the other one, there was... I think whoever needs to maybe adjust the refrigerator a little bit. I don't know. To me, it was, you had some sours kind of grouped together.
As far as the groupings of
yeah, and there was no labels whatsoever. So I was kind of having a hard time because some of these labels on the beers you just can't. Like, I mean, when I'm looking at this lengthwise, it says lengthwise right there, clear as day, right? And some of these just you had to kind of feel around.
Did you get that the opening weekend? Is that when you got it, or did you go there again?
It was just that one. It was the day or 2 days before the actual opening.
Yeah, so like it was friends and family thing. So
Yeah.
I went there last night, and now there are actually cards on the beers.
Oh, cool.
With even they added their untapped ratings in the little cards.
Oh, nice.
Which I thought was a great touch. I've never seen that before.
I typically stay away from the triples.
Me too.
I typically stay away from the doubles, to be honest with you. But I was willing to do it just because it was just a single. It wasn't like I was buying a 4-pack. I just grabbed a single.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe I could split it with somebody or whatever. But I decided to take a vacation day Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We got Monday off, and this was Thursday afternoon. I was kind of wrapping up a meeting, so I left work early so that I could get home and get on my work meeting, so that once my quitting time was done, I was actually at home now instead of having to drive home. So
nice.
It was just everything was working out great, and I thought, you know what, man, this is a good time to enjoy a triple, right? If any time's a good time to enjoy a triple, it's the beginning of your 5-day weekend, and kind of just like, it's 4:30 in the afternoon on Thursday, and I gotta say though, man, it's amazing.
Was that not the first beer? Was first beer?
That was the first beer. First beer of the day, yeah, and it was extremely enjoyable at the beginning, right? It didn't taste boozy. It tasted very total full mouthfeel, like a nice thick hazy. But
Was it sweet?
it wasn't at first, but as it started warming up, it started getting sweeter and boozier. So I started to struggle with it.
Yeah, I have a hard time. I think that's why I get so turned off from the triples, is because they start to get to that sweet side. It's just too much for me.
I just don't like having my dick in the dirt on one beer. It's like, golly, man.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like a whiskey dick on a beer? Welcome to being over 50.
I was like I said, we were at
Bakersfield Gentlemen. What's up, guys?
What's up, man? I was at on Off the Rails.
They were there, by the way.
At Off the Rails?
Yeah, when I showed up there.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
He's the cigar guy?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Frankie Emanuel Brothers, yeah.
Right on. So when we were there last night, they had the Bourbon County on tap.
I can't believe that, but
15%.
yeah, that's crazy.
Talking about knock your dick in the dirt. I couldn't even get through it. I had to share. You guys just fucking go for it. And I don't know if anybody could handle it at that point, because we were already. So it was like the opposite, right? Start big with a big 10%er, or end with some big monster stout, and it was
That's
too late.
That's the worst, right? Mm-hmm. But the only thing cool with that is that way you did I miss the review of no,
we'll talk more about that.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it. You didn't miss anything. One of the last times DJOD drank, we did an IPA today.
Oh yeah,
and then you guys all went to Wind Me Up, and they had KBS on tap, and they were doing full
like those
pours.
tulips, the big tulips.
Yes,
full all the way to the brim. And we were drunk when we got there.
Yeah, of course, because we just got on podcast.
We got done with the podcast, and he was bragging up. He did a vertical. He brought a vertical for that, right?
That's right.
Of the KBS. So we were already tuned up, and then he started talking about how they got it on tap at Wind Me Up, and my wife came to pick me up, and you were like, and then we went over there thinking we were going to go hard, and I couldn't drink that. I mean, it was full to the brim. I couldn't believe it.
No.
What's up?
Hey, Richie just joined us. What's up, Richie?
One of the OGs of the podcast.
That's right. The original partner of IPA Today.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had to kick him out. He tried some gay shit.
It makes neighborhood barbecues rough.
Yeah.
But the review of Off the Rails is
let's talk about it.
It's a great spot.
Hey, Richie, have you been Off the Rails yet?
It's it's the old Fish Lips.
Yes.
And then it was something else. There was another bar after that.
Yes.
And then, and if you remember that as a bar, you'll recognize kind of the structure, but it's totally different.
The stage is still there.
I don't know if it's the same stage.
I think
it's
it
the
is.
same spot.
Yeah.
They really did a really good job of the design and the kind of the accoutrement.
I have to look that word up.
Look that one up. And then a big bar. I was surprised how big the bar is, like the bar top itself.
Yeah.
And it's got probably 6 coolers, ice boxes.
There's two of them, and they each one have 3 doors.
Yeah, so I think
right. So it's one of those places where you can go grab a beer in a can, ask them for a glass, and sit down and enjoy it, right, and just pay for that beer. And these are beers that you typically can't get locally, right. That the local distribution's not supplying. So you just go, they go get shit that's out of the distribution area and bring it in, buy it there, drink it, take it home, whatever you want to do. But they also have a tap, and they have 10 taps, LCBs on tap. That was what I grabbed for sure. So it is. You walk in the door, you got the refrigerator on the right where you can grab a beer. You got the bar right in front of you. Plenty of seating. And then you kind of go around a corner. If you look at like an L shape, around a corner, some couching, seating areas, and some TVs had games on. TVs above the taps. So the atmosphere itself was badass.
Yeah. So
I want to say really clean, but it's brand new, right? So that kind of goes without saying. But it's just a really I want to say homey, inviting inviting, welcoming atmosphere, if you will.
For sure. When you walk in, it's like bar tops and tables.
Yeah.
Right. And then, like you said, around that little corner, you have it's almost like a separate spot with the couches.
Yeah. Here's my thing, man. So like we just went to dinner and they had 2 local beers on tap. And by one of them was Caribbean Sea, which is not really local. It's considered Kern County, obviously, but it's not Bakersfield. So that's kind of our thing, man. What's your favorite beer? What's local? Right? We like the local stuff. But we're willing to try anything. But when you go to a local restaurant around here, it starts at Modelo and ends at 805, right? And there's a lot of other, like Michelob Ultra is on tap everywhere. So if you want to get a quality beer, you're gonna enjoy what they offer you. Then you can go to, we have some breweries, right? And we got a handful of breweries in town. And you may not like all their beers. You may like 1 or 2. But unless they serve food, which is only Lengthwise and Temblor, there's no guest beers, right? You can only have their beers. So you're kind of just stuck with what you're stuck with. If you're totally in the mood for that one particular place and that one beer, you're golden. The beauty of Off the Rails is it's the best of what the best has to offer, right?
The beer, even beyond that, I mean, the beer, some of the breweries that she's got, I've never even heard of.
Right.
And they're getting stuff that's like 903 out of Texas.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see that around here, and a reputable beer too. They had a Crispy Boy, I think that's what it's called, a Crispy something, that everybody in that group that I was with last night had to get one. You know what I mean? It was a solid beer. So yeah, that's a very eclectic kind of selection. Yeah,
I really just am starting to really have a fondness for tap houses, right? That just it gives you an opportunity to sample, right? Like, you know what, man, I want to go visit this brewery because I tried one of their beers, and you're not going to get that typically at a restaurant, and you're definitely not going to get that at a brewery that only has their beers.
I think even beyond that, like at a restaurant, and same with a bar. Like some bars try to be, craft friendly. It's a tough spot for them to be in, I think, especially locally. And you never know what you're going to, even if they have the good beers that you want to try, you don't really know their system. I think there's a lot to be said about dirty draft lines, dirty faucets and shit, and old beer.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with IPAs. And you just don't know what you're... I mean, I've definitely had a beer on tap. Where's that coming from? Is that coming from your
No.
Testing. I think it is.
From my phone? I got my volume down.
All the way down?
Yeah, all the way down.
I can hear an echo and I couldn't tell what it was.
Okay, maybe now.
Maybe now. Try again. Where it's a beer that I know should taste good. Even a macro beer, right? A big beer. And then you taste it and you go, man, it just doesn't, it's a Hoff, something's wrong with it. And I always kind of forget that, oh wait, it's touched a lot of stuff when it left the keg to when it actually got to the glass. Even the glasses, you know what I mean? Some places are maybe not super sanitary.
Yeah. Is it back? My back echoing?
I'm definitely hearing an echo.
Where was that? I was at somewhere not too long ago having a beer shit. Where
locally?
Was I?
Like in Bakersfield?
Yeah, I was somewhere locally having a local beer, and I told the guy, I said, "Hey, this is off, man. It's real. It was real metallic." Mm-hmm. And then he came back and said, "Yeah, man." He goes, "Yeah." Because I asked him, I go, "Have you tasted it?" He's like, "No, I haven't tasted it." I go, "This is kind of my go-to for this brewery, and this isn't right." And then he's like, "Oh, the keg was like at the bottom. I think we swapped it out. It should be good now." So he at least acknowledged that I was right. But like,
yeah, he could have just said, "No, that's all you. I don't know, it's the same beer."
Yeah. But I know that because I was chewing on pieces of rust from the
bottom of the cake.
I just have to get a tetanus shot every time I drink here.
Yeah, Martin popped in and said it's a cool spot talking about Off the Rails. Yeah, he was there last night. He left. I didn't get to say bye to him because it was like he was with his buddies. Josh was with his wife, and then we came in and kind of split the difference and kind of bounced back and forth, and then I had that freaking 15% and I was done.
That was the last thing you remember?
Pretty damn close.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
I had a little stinger this morning.
Yep.
But
wake up puking in the sink. That's the worst.
It wasn't that kind of stinger, but
hate it.
I always think about the time you told the story about the early days of IPA today and puking in the shower and
trying to foot stomp it through the waffle
before the wife came home from work.
Oh, god dang! Trying to clean everything up. That's why my mixer's over here now, and it's a lot of the buttons are stuck because of this beer spilled on them.
You know what? When I first borrowed that, I was setting it up, or whatever, and I'm like, man, why is that mic? Just something's wrong with that mic. And I went fucking with stuff, or whatever, and like, man. And I'm like, man, Kenny's gonna be pissed if he thinks I broke his mixer. And then I started like turning the knob on one of the things, and I could just feel it. And I'm like, wait, this ain't me.
No, it stains all over it, man.
It's definitely got some use out of it.
Yeah, shit, that thing's like the floor at Deja Vu.
All it needs is some glitter.
Yeah, a little
sprinkle of glitter on it.
It's a little sticky.
Yeah, that's funny. So I just bypassed it. Went with the, which I forgot to push the record button on the audio recorder. I was hoping to have a separate file.
Yeah.
So on this video, I'll have to download it. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but rookie mistake.
Yeah.
So because I have the options now, I have some options, but.
I don't know. Richie didn't reply if he's been to Off the Rails, so maybe he's off. I don't know.
Off the rails? He's off the rails?
Off of Instagram. It lets you know when they join, but it doesn't let you know if they jump off.
Mm-hmm. Hand me one of those waters, would you please?
Yes, sir. So again, for those of you on my Instagram, thank you for being here. We are on YouTube and Twitch under I'm Not Kev Pod. Is it Kev or Kevin? Kevin. I'm Not Kevin Pod. The links.
If you don't add the pod or podcast, you'll get like a lot of Kevin Hart shit.
Yeah, and I was pointing to my phone, but not where right there on the link, right there. It looks like I'm pointing my wiener. Right there. Hit that.
You hit that. When was the last time y'all went to the VU? 1993.
So
that's a true story.
Yeah,
that's a true story.
So the last time I went there was when Thunder Down Under was guest.
That's
guest appearance. Yeah. Actually, funny story, man. Darren was on here. I don't know if he's still on or not, but so Wendy always told me I had a free pass, one free pass to go to Deja Vu.
Okay.
So being
not like the free pass in the movie.
No, just I was allowed to go one time.
Fuck one. You could just go watch them.
So
right.
Yeah. So we went to a WWF at Rabobank.
That's not the VU.
But we ended up hitting it on the way back.
Okay.
And it was uneventful. I mean, it was nothing fun there or whatever, but we got home and everything was cool, right? I mean, it's like boom. So I feel like I got away with one, and I still get my freebie to go, right? Mm-hmm. Well, dumbass leaves a fucking receipt in his pants. So his wife goes to wash his pants, pulls out, and there's to get in the door or whatever it was, right? So there's the receipt to get in Deja Vu. So of course she calls Wendy right away.
You know what these fucking guys did last night?
Well, the funny thing is when he was like, because they don't have alcohol there, so you can just get. And we had been drinking at Rabobank, whatever. So I needed to hydrate. So the wateriest thing there was Sprite. So I'm drinking Sprite out of the club, and we get home and Wendy's like, "What the fuck's all over your lips?" It's all over like, and I was like, "Shit!" It was like Sprite. I was drinking Sprite. True story. That's what it was. But then next day, his wife calls Wendy and these guys went to Deja Vu, and I'm like, yeah, fuck, we went to Deja Vu. Fuck, I thought I would get away with one. She's like, you're busted, whatever. But me and Darren were talking about this, I don't know, a couple months ago, and he's like, yeah, I remember this. And he was doing air quotes, the Sprite, I'm
like, no, it was Sprite.
It was Sprite. He starts laughing really loud. I'm like, what's so funny? He's like, it was fucking glitter, you dumb. It wasn't Sprite. I'm like, wait, what?
There's glitter all over your lips.
I don't know.
Sprite doesn't have glitter in it, you
dumbass. The fucking Deja Vu version does.
Yeah, they add strip club Sprite. They add glitter.
Yeah, so who knows, man? Fucking dumbass. That was the only time I ever went there.
I went like right around my 18th birthday. That was the only time I ever went. And back then it was like their big thing was 100 of beautiful girls and 3 ugly ones. Remember that? All 3 of them were there that night.
Absolutely.
And the only hot girl was a girl I went to high school with.
Oh.
And I was 18, so I just graduated.
And so did she, right?
Yeah, right. We graduated together. Yeah.
So she wouldn't give you the time of day in class, but now you can see her heartbeat.
Yeah. Well, no, it made it worse that night because when she saw me, she kind of veered away from that side of the stage because I think she was kind of embarrassed.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, one most likely to succeed, a stripper.
Yeah. So this is mystery beer music. That's what this music is.
Oh, got it.
I selected a song just for mystery beer segment. I haven't been back since, he says.
Who?
Darren.
Yeah. Did I tell the story right, Darren?
He's still trying to get this. He's still trying to get the glitter out of his clothes.
Fuck, man. Fucking dumbass. Left this fucking receipt in his pants. What a fucking rookie.
Martine, was the last time you were to the Voo?
Now, they do have the Love Boutique next door, right?
Okay.
So I'll swing by there and pick up some Astroglide. But other than that, haven't.
They're still in the industrial size or what?
Yeah. Well, they have the already previously opened bottles for half off. You know the clearance rack?
Slightly used.
Yeah, slightly used. Yep.
You ever try to squeeze that back in the bottle to get it off your...
You know those chicks that sell their panties online?
No.
Used panties, yeah. And I'm like, damn well they go buy the fucking 10-pack for $2 and buy a thing of Power Bait.
And just smear it in the crotch.
Send it off them old fucking creepy dudes.
Best tacos at the Circle.
Yes. Good Darren.
There's only one taco joint in the Garza Circle, and that's it.
That's the one. All right, this is the mystery beer. So as you guys can see, holding up here and here, 2 different cameras. Super clear. I know Sean likes. Oh, what are you? My camera's on that one.
Sorry, bro.
All right. I'm burping in the mic. I can go this way. I'm already tempted to guess it's Ingridgen.
It's not.
All right.
Integrin is what you're trying to say.
Yep.
You made it sound like indigestion.
After I burp. Oh, you love indigestion. Oh, look on that on your TV. It looks like fucking water. Looks like hot water.
I think I'm gonna try making hot water.
That'd be cool. Can't be any worse than the beer you make.
Man, I walked right into that one. What's up, Joey? Jump on Twitch or YouTube, Joey.
Okay. Very lagerish. Is it a lager?
It is technically a lager, yeah.
Yeah, very lagerish.
Joey, yo, bitches.
Yo, are you working or can you come over?
Not much, just he's working. Get into the YouTube or the Twitch. So what do you think? You like it?
I'm just not a fan of lagers in general. So the lager aftertaste, I don't like.
Oh, okay. So that's okay. Hold that thought. The aftertaste.
Okay.
Like an afterthought.
Okay. Oh, okay. For how long?
That doesn't mean stop talking.
Pie Cruiser joined. What's up, Pie?
Oh, Pie Cruiser. What's up, man? He was a big contributor to the last episode. Kenny doing another startup. What? Another startup?
Oh, shit. Sorry, Joey. It means he's having to start the plan up.
Oh, shit. That's a rough night.
It is. It's a pain in the ass.
Pie Cruiser, we're on Twitch and YouTube, too.
And since it's 8:49, then that means Joey probably has been on for under 2 hours, and he's having to clean up somebody else's mess.
Yeah. That sucks. So does that aftertaste turn you off from the rest of the beer? To where you wouldn't want it?
So I would drink this, but I wouldn't order a second one. And I think so. I kind of makes me think it's like a lengthwise hoppy lager, but it's not very hoppy at all.
No, I would.
Is it local?
No.
But it is lager.
Yes. It's clean.
It's very clean,
Right.
very crisp, super clear.
Joey, you are correct. Talking about mess you
Yeah,
walked
I
into.
understand. That sucks, bro. Sorry. Sorry, you're not here drinking a beer with us. We just got done talking about Astroglide, and that's usually when you pop in.
Right on time.
Hey, I've got to ask though. Hey, Joey, does Oh Honey ever do any butt stuff? Kind of a serious question. Everybody wants to know.
On him or on her?
Either way, butt stuff is very vague.
It's very vague. It's universal.
It's universal.
So those old school listeners will know who Oh Honey is, but those that are new would not know who Oh Honey is.
He says, "Damn it, so that's a yes."
You caught me. I'm guessing I know which direction the butt stuff goes.
No, she won't. Both directions?
Either direction.
Either way, you or her?
It's a great mystery beer segment.
Yeah. What beer are we drinking, and how far does Oh Honey go? Yeah. So, am I familiar with this brand?
No.
Okay, you.
Likely no.
Then what the fuck fun is that?
I just want to see if you like it. Do you like it?
No.
You said you drink one, but you wouldn't have a
Yeah,
second.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Fair. I actually got this at Off the Rails.
Did you?
You don't want the rest of that, right?
No. Oh, you. Well, you know what? I don't want to force myself to drink something I don't like.
for sure.
Just for the.
For sure. I enjoy it, but I like lagers.
You're a lager.
Yeah. So it's a Helles. So it's.
Oh, I saw that there.
So I bought one last week when I was there, and I bought another one today or yesterday when I was there. I enjoy it. The brewery is Claim 52. I don't know anything about them.
Yep. I purposely didn't buy this when I was there.
Yeah, come on to YouTube there. He said his lips are sealed. Hers or his?
Oh, good for you, Joey. Don't get diverticulitis. Yep. I think we've told that story before.
Diverticulitis? I don't remember that one.
About Old Blue? Somebody I know.
Okay. I'm going to change the music for this story.
Yeah. So somebody I know. I'm not going to mention names. Somebody I know.
I put that on there for you.
Somebody I know had a freaky girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And she had an old dildo that was blue, and they called it Old Blue. And they were, they dabbled in the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So they lived in areas that weren't necessarily, to our standards. And so there was some, on the tip of Old Blue, there was some bite marks from rats. So you know how...
I do remember this story, but
so it kind of chews up the plastic or the rubber. It kind of makes it kind of
gnarly.
Yeah, maybe some rough edges on the end of your dildo, which is not always your preferred dildo. So this person I know would on occasions have to take a blue in the butt. That was what she called a Friday night, right?
So Joey's he's in YouTube and he's commenting.
So
he said, "I know who this is."
Yep. Most people that I talk to know who this is.
I know who it is.
So anyways, he comes home and the Bisqueen's on the floor and the KY's out, the Astroglide's out, and Old Blue's laying there, and then he was like,
"Whose turn is it?"
Fuck. Well, no, he knows because so he's like, fuck. I guess I'm taking Old Blue this weekend. Like it's a whole weekend thing, right? It starts Friday.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So then he gets down. You had to take Old Blue all weekend. He goes, yeah, and I know that's how I got diverticulitis.
And you're like,
I'm like,
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, I mean,
remember that commercial? Those old ladies and they're trying to do something. And it's like, no, I don't. That's not how Facebook works.
The old lady's like, I guess I got to cut back on strawberries and tomato seeds.
Yeah, I think.
I got to cut back on strawberries and all those little seeds. He's like, yeah, and I got to cut back on Old Blue apparently.
For one, I can't believe he's telling that story. Two, that might be a good way to get out of it.
Yeah. Well, so the relationship is gone.
Oh, okay.
They split up, but I think he maintained custody. I think he won that battle in court.
You can have the house. You can have the cars.
bitch, you can have the washer and dryer. I'm taking Old Blue.
She's like, you've been taking Old Blue.
Yeah, you took Old Blue, all right. She's like, I don't want that fucking thing.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, I found it by the dumpster anyways.
Fucking rats love that thing.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but so I will bring that up on occasions, and he's like, I should have never fucking told you.
Of course, he shouldn't have told you that.
Well, that's telling. My first thought is, wait, you got stories that could be equal or worse? Holy shit!
I'm gonna give you the ones that I'm willing to give up, but not the ones I'm not. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about the time I accidentally fell on the toothbrush, but
Wow.
Yeah. Wendy's like, hey, does this toothpaste taste funny? I'm like,
it's not minty fresh.
yeah. I remember when we were kids. I'll never forget this, man. Now I think about it. My brother's 5 years older than me, and he did something I can't remember what he did. He pissed me off. I don't know if he beat me up, whatever it was. So one day I'm in the bathroom, and I fucking got his toothbrush. I pissed all over his fucking toothbrush. Like, I'm like, I didn't.
How old were you?
Oh man, I was probably
18.
No, in the neighborhood of 12.
Okay, old enough.
Old enough. I knew what I was doing, right?
Uh-huh.
But he wasn't. He left. Everybody jammed. I was kind of like an only child for a few years because all my
older.
two sisters, my brother jammed. So he was still there, right? And he's 5 years older. So if I'm 12, he's 17.
Too much bass. Go ahead.
So that'd be about right. So maybe I was 12, 13, maybe 14. But I pissed on his toothbrush. I didn't rinse it off. I just pissed all over it and put it back in the cup. So a couple days later, my dad had told me that there was this paste. I don't know, it was like a fluoride paste.
Is that better?
Like a fluoride paste or something. And you dip, it almost looked like a pill bottle, and you stick your toothbrush in there, and you just kind of get it on there, and it coat you. This is the like 70s, right?
Okay.
Or early, maybe beginning of the 80s. And he's like, yeah, I've been putting that on your toothbrush, so because I guess he thought I didn't brush my teeth enough, so to help me with maybe I'd gotten some fillings or whatever, and the dentist told him to do whatever. But I'll never forget because my brother's like, hey, you been putting that on my toothbrush? And that's it. I forgot I'd pissed on his tooth. I'm like, oh yeah, your toothbrush tastes funny, fucker. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that special stuff Dad's got.
Yeah.
It's fluoride.
Yeah. I had a couple cavities, but you got piss breath.
Dick breath.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Hey, Nikki.
Oh, Kern County Activities just joined on the Instagram.
Love it.
Kern County Activities is doing some shit these days. Jump on the YouTube, man. So Joey's on the YouTube, giving some producer notes. Appreciate that. I'm trying to post the YouTube link.
So we have a link on here, folks, for those who still joining my Instagram. I'm Not Kev podcast. Is I'm Not Kev or Not Kevin?
Kevin.
I'm Not Kevin pod.
Cast. Whatever.
I'm Not Kevin podcast on YouTube or on Twitch. We're on there also. So the green screen behind me looks a little better. It looks like we're in a sauna doing some handies, enjoying a beer. So right now I am drinking a
Hellas style lager.
From Claim 52. I'm on dual cameras here. 2 cameras done there and here. Did Josh join?
Josh is on the Instagram.
Josh.
So
cheers, buddy.
Grand off the mead. Haven't seen that guy in a while. Need to get him on here and just have him show us some mead.
I have not had him.
Hopsternaut's on the Instagram. You guys need to come on the YouTube and join the crew there.
Yeah, get involved. I haven't had a good mead since Sean V. I miss that dude, man.
Yeah. So Joey is still giving notes, so I need to turn down the bass a little bit more.
Hey, I like when my voice sounds a little bassy.
Bassy, Count Bassy.
Yeah.
Turn down a little bit more. How's that? Hopsternaut. I need to get Hopsternaut on here. That guy's he's always got cool beer too. He's a big beer guy. He does a lot of the what's the brewery you do? He's a big his big hookup with the one with it's got like the that's just not very helpful, is it?
Just say it.
Yeah, he'll tell us. It's the it's up north, like in Washington, I think. They do a lot of stouts. He'll tell us.
Yeah. Is that where are you out of Washington? Are you local?
He's a local guy.
Oh, no shit.
Trying to clear an 18% plum mead. Holy shit.
That's fucking big, man. That is big.
This is going to be an 8.5% IPA.
Eesh. What's up with the big stuff tonight, man?
I have 2 other kegs to tap and test. Oh man, I have to get you over here for that. Oh, I got some beer coming to me from Squared Circle Brewing, the local guys. They're home brewers.
Yep.
They just canned a bunch of stuff, and I was supposed to pick it up today, and I forgot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Great Notion. There you go. Josh is in the YouTube, and it's Great Notion. That's the one that I was talking about. That Hops or Not is
Great Notion. Mm-hmm. Look at Josh, man.
clutch.
Yep.
You already showed this, right?
Yep. That's pretty clear.
Good old West Coast. This is a Beer Zombies beer. Dead Balls.
Double hazy. I don't know, double hazy. Doesn't look hazy to me.
Does it say double hazy?
Yeah.
Not very hazy. I don't have a lot of experience with the meads. I do dig it, though. I like the idea.
Yeah, like I said, Sean had been on a few times. And he kind of went through the whole process of making a mead, and it was pretty cool. And he brought over that and like a limoncello that Wendy just loved it. What's up, Brad?
What's with the shirts? Oh yeah, we coordinated this. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah.
Thanks for noticing. Fucker.
We're trying to kick our game up, man. We don't want to just be beer T-shirts all the time.
Yeah, it's the new uniform for the podcast.
Typically, I'm wearing a T-shirt and it's tied in a knot around the belly, above the belly button. So, went with a little bit of a Hawaiian print this time.
Is that the?
Yeah.
You guys are throwing it back. Yeah. What up, Josh?
I was in a conference one time over in Vegas, and I was wearing this shirt, and it was a Hawaiian dude in my group. And me and him kind of hit it off. We were bullshitting, and during the break, we're out there in the hall, I think we were at the Rio, down in the area. We're down in the hallway bullshitting, and like a couple other Hawaiians showed up. They all came over from Hawaii for this conference.
Oh shit! Were they buddies of his or just?
Yeah, they all work together.
Okay.
They're all buds, and they're all wearing Hawaiian shirts, but him. And this one chick came out, Hawaiian chick. So it was like 4 dudes and a chick.
Sounds like the start of a movie.
Yeah, it sounds like there should be a glass involved. But they were all kind of talking and introducing me to them, and they were cool because they cussed like us, right?
Yeah.
Or like me. But the chick had noticed my shirt, and everybody else was wearing a shirt like this. But she looked at him and said, "Where's your aloha?" Which I thought was really cool because we always refer to these as Hawaiian shirts, but she referred to it as aloha shirt.
And I've only been to Hawaii once, and a lot of the we're in the touristy, Oahu,
Sure.
doing the whole touristy thing, but so much of that Oahu lifestyle, the aloha lifestyle, I mean, it's like that word that means so many different things, right? It means hello, it means goodbye, it means I love you, it means good times, means your shirt's awesome, whatever. That is an interesting thing that I just thought it was a touristy thing. That's that sell the aloha, whatever.
Right.
No,
that's the real deal. Yeah, when they pull their panties down and you look at you go aloha. Yeah.
Hello.
You start talking. Why? Start putting a bunch of consonants in my sentences. Yeah, dummy.
Craft beers. Mike joined. Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
I don't even know what to say.
Cheers, man. Cheers. All right, well, it's starting to get a little hazy now.
It's kind of weird, right? Mine's not. Yours is. Maybe might got different spots in the can.
Yeah, definitely. Mine's.
This is from July.
So let me see yours real quick. So same can, but look at the difference. Sean's is see-through, and mine's pretty hazy. This is 8.5% Beer Zombies beer. We've had some conversations with him. Cool dude.
Yeah, yeah, he's super cool.
Yep, super nice.
His crew is like his staff is cool too. The guys that he has like the beer tenders or whatever that run, because he's got 3 spots in Vegas now plus a spot in Salt Lake.
Good for him.
And there might be another one, but I've talked to those guys a number of times, and they're always just super cool, super fun.
Well, we were up in Tehachapi at local craft beer when he was doing a collaboration with Beer Zombies, and he had set up his own tent, was selling his merch, and that's kind of when he was doing his own hustle, right? And he was just super cool dude.
Yeah. He's we kind of bullied him to get on the podcast for a little bit. Remember?
Yep.
And we've talked about, because we go over there every year, and I stay a little bit in touch with him, and we've talked a couple times about doing a podcast from over there. We just never hook up.
Yeah.
He's got like a studio or something over there.
Is that right?
And I don't know what exactly he does in there, but he's got his hands in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's a big deal now.
Yeah, good dude though. Like you said, he's super solid.
Yeah, and I'm still telling the same dick joke, and he's fucking moving on to becoming a millionaire.
I don't know if he's doing that good, but he's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you think about the beer?
So it's solid. I really like this. I just, I sometimes have a hard time getting 100% in when I know it's an 8.5 percenter. It's like I want to enjoy it. I'm glad we're splitting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but you're like, I don't know. You try to plan your route. You try to go. I'm going to start here and I want to end up here. And but I didn't account for this traffic jam. I didn't account for this. So
it's 8.5%.
Yeah, 8.5% is a speed bump and a pothole and a dead deer. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on that you got to be careful about. So part of me goes, because like if this was 6.5, I'd be going, dude, this is solid.
Right.
So
how's that noise?
Oh, wait a minute. Sound like I'm sucking a wiener.
Time for Rings of Power and Mead. That's what Gandalf the Mead said.
Agreed.
So the last episode.
Agreed with the mead. Wah, wah, wah.
We got sound effects up in here.
Yeah, we do. So for those of you on Instagram, on the YouTube and the Twitch account, Sean's got a little thing. He can push a button and goes, and all the cool shit.
Among other things. Get on YouTube. We got a few people in there.
Yep.
A couple of people. Josh in there talking shit. Kenny never works out, according to Joey.
Okay.
All right, moving right along.
Yeah.
Another fun fact.
Yeah, sure.
Josh says 8.5% is just to get started. Yeah, that's how Josh rolls. Josh likes those big boys.
Dude, did you see his picture when he said hotel shenanigans?
Oh,
like a 7 of those fuckers, man.
Yeah, like on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them looked a little shiny on the end.
What?
Hotel shenanigans. You know what happened.
Coached him. Yeah. Liquid Light Brew Company.
Hey guys, cheers.
The higher percent beer, Joey's in here in the YouTube talking about ABVs.
What's he saying? What's Joey saying?
He just said high percent beer. That's all he said. He's giving partial sentences.
Okay.
I think he's speaking in code. We have to translate. And then Josh says, "I'll shine you."
Of course. And that's why I will not be doing hotel shenanigans with you.
He didn't want to get shined on. So,
hold on, I had to release the button. We just had dinner.
It's that kind of night.
Yep. That's another thing. We just got done eating dinner and had a couple good beers there, and it's not the same as getting home from work or just getting done mowing the yard.
Yep.
And then man, these
when you're
beers
feeling
are
light.
Yeah, these beers are awesome. It's like, hey, it's 8:30. You want to go do a podcast? Like, yeah.
I had a freaking lobster ravioli that was just drenched in cream sauce. Easy. The higher the percent beer doesn't work out for us anymore. That's true.
Oh, thank you. I thought Joey was just saying I'm fat. It doesn't work out.
Well, it's just hard.
So I had told a really great racist joke to the waitress, and ended up just looking like a fucking douchebag. So she said that we used to have this pasta that was
Cajun.
She goes, we had this pasta last night, but we're out. But it was Cajun pasta it was Cajun lobster.
Uh-huh.
And
Cajun lobster pasta.
So I said, well, the problem with Asian lobsters, they're the worst drivers on the bottom of the seafloor. And she's like, okay.
she looked over at me, and I was like,
and he's like, Sean's like, she said Cajun. I'm like, well, fuck.
Killed the joke.
That was a fucking solid racist joke, man. Fucked it up.
we were at Chinese. We were having Chinese food.
Anyways, for the record, Cajuns ain't great drivers either.
You did grow up in the South.
I did. Hey, Sylvia.
Damn.
Woody. Cheers, y'all. So, we're drinking a Beer Zombies Dead Balls. It's 8.5% hazy.
Joey says, it's hard to do the chat and the startup at the same time. Well, fuck that startup. Just stay in the chat.
Yeah. No, I get it, Joey. I do. Yep. Yeah, unless you've ever ran a wood-burning power plant, you will not understand.
Yeah, which I obviously haven't done that, but I think a lot of facilities, they're designed to run. They're not designed to start.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, and with wood being your fuel, your BTU values are all over the place based on where that wood came from, right? So you got
You're
water.
constantly regulating and adjusting.
You're pushing air, you're pushing fuel, you're pushing water.
Welcome to the biomass podcast.
Yeah, rhymes with tax credits. Yeah, stupid. Yeah. Anyways, let's
have another beer.
Yeah, let's get back to anal.
Back to Joey.
Yeah. Speaking of anal, how's it going, Joey? Start. What it is? It does. It feels like you got fucked by the crew before you.
Mm-hmm. Did you pick the song?
No, I don't know.
You don't know the song?
Mm-mm.
Can you sing along?
It's kind of tough because Sean's got this background music playing in our headphones, so it's
you guys in the Instagram can't hear it.
Yeah, you guys. So you don't get the green screen effect, you don't get the headphone effect. You just see my face on here.
We'll do the. This is what people online see.
Oh yeah, there you go. So that's what you guys would be seeing. Me and Sean in a sauna.
I should get some. Like the sauna rocks with the mist or the smoke.
Every time we get a beer, it's pouring water on the rocks.
We need somebody in the Twitch to do a subscription or a follow or something to get one of the alerts to pop out. Let's see if I can do one manually. Manual. You all right? What do you think about this beer? It's too much? Too heavy?
No, that's the problem.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, I love this beer. And if it was, if I'm watching the race, watching the game, having a couple of these would be solid.
Okay.
Right? But knowing that there's more in your cooler, and knowing that I've already had a few, I get nervous, right? It's like,
what the fuck else is going to pull out of there?
And I'm like, I hope driving home is not going to be an issue. So...
I don't think you're driving. No. This is my guess. It's just a guess.
Yeah.
Just a guess. I feel like I'm in Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, this music's pretty intense, and I'm trying not to act like I'm into the music with the people on Instagram.
Yeah.
All right, my video ended on Instagram.
Oh, you can only go so long.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. What was that?
That was loud.
Very aggressive sounding.
Yeah.
You're getting a little insight into Kenny's Instagram account.
Yeah.
What's really going on at IPA Today Studios.
Yep. So, just glad wasn't I one of those little boys.
Fuck.
Well, anyways, back to the beer.
Yeah, that's why we drink beer.
That's why. Come here, Johnny, have a beer. I don't know. I don't know.
Let's go back to racist
Little boys are the worst drivers. Oh, fuck. Anyways, so
thanks for tuning in.
My Instagram ended, so hopefully everybody jumped over here. YouTube and Twitch.
They didn't. They definitely didn't.
Ah, bummer.
But that's all right. I was hoping.
Did Josh jump over?
He did for a little bit. Yeah, he was in the Twitch.
Good.
And he was in the YouTube. So I don't know which one he's on. He did chat. Or he did post in the chat on YouTube. He said, that song sounds chaotic. The last one. The one that sounded like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, a lot going on. A lot going on in the head.
Now he's on Twitch. He's posting beer emojis. And he says, I'm on Twitch.
Very cool.
So going to both streams, I think, opens up the avenue for people to... YouTube's easier to get to, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's native to everybody's phone. It's on your TV. It's everywhere.
Right.
Twitch is a little more work. So I like the idea of doing both at the same time.
Yeah, I would prefer. Well, I'd prefer, I guess, YouTube if I was watching, just because I forgot my password on. So
And you're the first person that's told me that.
So I can get on and watch you guys, but I can't interact.
Mm-hmm. And that makes sense. Yeah. It's frustrating, right?
It's really frustrating because I have 2 passwords. So I'm like,
one of the two. And
what
you still
could I
can't get logged in.
possibly? But knowing me, we were drinking beers when we were all doing it over here, and I probably typed in beer zombie lengthwise.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 exclamation point question mark. No, I'll never forget this.
Yeah, because it makes total sense right now.
Yep.
What's the Spaceballs? The password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What kind of dumbass uses that for his password? And later on, what's the password? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's the same as my luggage.
Yep. It looks like Off the Rails is going off, man. Good for them. Looks like they got a pretty good stock of inventory going on.
I was talking to them before we left yesterday, and they're going through that. They've never owned a spot before, right? And they're going through that learning curve of one, owning a spot,
having a business,
having a Bakersfield downtown kind of bar business. That's a whole different world, right?
Yeah. Well, going from being a craft beer enjoyer to being a craft beer business is I think bigger, because we were walking around Lake Tahoe, Wendy and I was like, you know what'd be cool? Let's retire up here, and this storefront it was a storefront for sale, and I was like, this would be perfect for a tap house. I could run Bakersfield beers up here, and had a patio up top where you could live upstairs, and that patio was yours, right? So you could have maybe private events. It had a view. The upstairs had a view of the lake. Oh, nice. And I'm like, dude, this is where all the tourists are walking around. Everybody who wants craft beer is going to want it. I mean, this is going to be a gold mine. But then I see what they're going through, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
At this stage in your life or whatever?
That means that's code for I'm old. Looking at myself on camera, I'm like, God damn, I'm thinking of myself, with this freaking 25-year-old mindset, and my 12-year-old jokes, and I look at the picture, and I'm like, God, I look like a fucking grandpa out there.
You are a grandpa.
That's true, but I don't want to look like one.
I want to be the 25-year-old grandpa.
Yeah. I'm the grandpa that says, well, I knocked down a lot of beers last night over at Sean's house. God damn, I got a stinger.
Other than that tone in your voice, you will be saying that tomorrow, probably.
Yeah. Grandpa, will you push us on the swing? Fuck no, I'm going to throw up.
Go get the hose.
Talk to Grandma. Grandpa's got a stinger. Fucking, I'm going to be that.
Would you push us on the swing? Fuck no.
Grandpa died of cirrhosis of the liver. Again?
Kick him. He'll wake up.
Poke him with old blue.
That gets him up every time.
No.
Why is his ass sticking in the air? That's just what he does.
Yeah, just a habit.
He's got that fucking second-hand GastroGlide.
Get off the clearance rack.
You're fucked
Oh,
up.
that's ridiculous. All right, well, this is the beer that matches my glass,
Or is the glass that matches your beer?
like the drapes in the carpet.
It's all blonde.
So tell me about this beer craft.
I've never been there. It's in Oklahoma. My son and my in-laws, they all live out there now.
Yep.
And they went to this brewery and kind of got talking to the guy that runs it, and he's kind of a, he told him the typical kind of, I was a home brewer story,
Yeah.
and but loves to brew like different parts of the world style
I don't know
beer.
if you guys have seen this though. It's the same. I love the label because it reminds me of Crusader Old World style. Beer spelled B-I-E-R, and craft spelled like the macaroni and cheese.
I bet it doesn't taste like that.
K-R-A-F-T.
But he kind of had like a thing where he told them when he was home brewing, every time if he brewed a beer from Germany, he'd put a German flag out front of his house. If he brewed a beer from Italy, he'd put an Italian flag outside. You know what I mean? He just kind of had this thing.
If he brewed a German beer, he'd put a swastika.
I don't know if that's what he told him. I wasn't there. I didn't hear that part of the story.
He grew that shitty mustache. I gotta brew this beer to keep the juice off my yard.
I don't think that's how it went.
Okay. Anyways, back to the lobster. It's Cajun.
It's
Anyways,
Cajun.
No, that's cool, man. I'm sorry.
What do you think about that crowler size? It's not a typical.
No, again, so it's fat like a crowler, but not tall.
Yeah, it's like is it tall as a 60 ounce?
It feels yes,
same.
same height, but it feels fatter than a crowler, is it?
I don't know.
So how many ounces is that? 24, 25 ounces.
25.4. 5 ABVs. It's a Kolsch. I've had that for a while. I got that in June.
Yeah, because the regular crowler is 32.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I said that it had the crowlers are 3 beers, and Frank was like, "No, it's 2. 16 ounce is 32." I'm like, "Well, I don't know what math you're doing."
I don't know, Matt, you're too.
Yeah, I drink 12 ounce beers. That means 3 fit in 32.
He's like, time to grow up. The big beer size. So for my birthday, I got 3 of those. One Kolsch, one. They were all lagers. One was a Kolsch, one was Kolsch, a Hef, and I can't remember what the third one was. It was more like alt beer, I think is what it was. It was pretty good.
All your stuff, right? You love Hefs. You love
Yeah, they were definitely
lagers.
my styles. But I don't think he had any IPAs or anything. And then I got a hat, and I got a shirt, and I got that glass.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a good package.
Yeah. When you first handed me this, I thought it was a Crusader.
Definitely has the Crusader styling, right?
It's the same glass, style glass, and the like I said, it's got a crest, right? Okay, so it's not the same crest, obviously, as Crusader, but it is a crest.
This is one Crusader glass.
Yeah, but that's not.
That's one early Crusader.
That's it. Yeah. So this is what I was referring to. So off the cuff, right? Just quick glance, I thought he was handing me the Crusader glass. So
Look at the bottom, that Crusader one. Can you see it?
yeah, it's cool shit.
That was an early glass, like before they were open glass. Is that water or beer?
How's beer?
I don't believe you.
Okay, the water. There's another one. Which? Super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that etched?
Yeah, it's etched from the inside, I believe.
Yep. Super cool. And the other thing is, when people always say beer's filling?
Mm-hmm.
I never really got that, right? Even, like people on the golf course, like, we have what's called Faderades. You get a Gatorade and you just dump a little vodka in there.
Okay.
And it's especially in the heat, right? It doesn't bloat you, fill you up, all that, and people swear by it. I'm not a big. I've never been a big on that. You know, like it fills you up, does it bloat you? That's never been my thing. Like, I don't know, whatever it is. You know, I'm already bloated, I guess. I don't know, but trying to drink this much beer after dinner,
It's a little heavy.
yeah, I'm like, ooh, feeling bloated. So
We're used to doing the podcast at
11 o'clock. 11 o'clock on a Friday. You know,
before lunch.
I just had bacon and eggs 2 hours ago. Yeah, so if I look fat on camera, I'm just a little bloated from dinner.
I didn't expect us to finish this one because that's like 2 full pours, right? I mean, it's
Yeah. So it's a Kolsch, 5% out of Oklahoma. Again, I'm not a Kolsch guy either, right? I don't do well with a lot of the old world styles, the Kolsches, the lagers,
That's how hip you are.
I don't know what it is. I found it interesting though when we did the high school beers, right? Your first beers, because we were on that kick where, the Anheuser-Busch, all those beers are just shit beers, and if it's not hazy, if it's not craft, it sucks.
Yeah.
And then everybody went from the trend was going from the hazy to the crispy boys, right? Hazy boy to crispy boy, and then it was the battle of who can make the cleanest, crispest beer, right? So forget the unfiltered, forget the hazy. A solid brewer can do that. A solid brewer can make it look super clean and crisp, right? So we were drinking our high school beers, and so Frank brought somebody brought a Dos Equis. Might have been Martine. Frank might have brought a Tecate. I brought a Busch Light.
I brought a Mickey's.
And it was amazing that we were all drinking them going,
This is pretty fucking good.
holy shit. Holy shit. We've been shitting on these for 2 years now, and this is what everybody's aspiring to be able to do is make one of these. And then we started actually thinking about the millions of gallons a day they're producing consistently.
The same flavor over and over. For 30 years, 40 years.
Yep.
Yeah, we've talked that segment. Martine, I mean, obviously Martine's cool as fuck, but his thought process for the podcast, like from a contribution to the podcast, mystery beers, high school beers are both his ideas.
Wait a minute. High school beers was his idea?
Pretty sure.
I thought it was yours.
I think it was his.
Because he had just got out of high school like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's why he brought it up.
See,
I don't even think he had beer in high school, but first beer, I think.
I thought his high school beer was Beer Billies.
Yeah, like it just opened 3 months ago. No, I think that was are both of his ideas, and those that because every new person that comes, I just because you haven't you've been kind of out of the thing, and I've been trying to keep it going.
Right.
And whenever somebody new comes, I send them a text and I give them the rules. No last names, no employers.
Oh, I should have done that.
I learned, right? Because we kind of went through that evolution. No employers, unless if you want to say yours, that's fine. You just can't say ours.
Right. You want to say your last name, don't say ours.
Because some people want to, because they're going to promote their business or whatever.
Right.
No politics, no. And I always emphasize we're just trying to have a good time, good vibes. And I always tell
talk
them,
beer.
And I always say we've never had drama on the podcast, and we're striving to never have drama. You know what I mean? I always say that.
Yeah.
And I say, bring a mystery beer, wrap it in foil, and bring your first beer. It might be a high school beer. That's what we call it.
Cool. Yeah.
And
bring a picture of your old lady.
And bring a picture of your old lady. I gotta add that to the text.
That should be a one. Yeah. Don't use our last name, but in no top. Hey, but yeah, that's cool that you're giving credit to Martine. Martine did. I mean, his mindset's there, right? But while we're there, let's just not ignore the fact that Josh has not contributed shit. I mean, he'll come over here like a fucking slug, but then post pictures of what a great time he's having alone in the hotel. So I just want to throw that out there.
Like a slug. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Slug?
Yeah. Just sits in and say shit.
Every once in a long while, he'll bring a damn good beer over here.
Yes. And you know what, though? I will say this, though, about Martine and Josh. They're the two guys that been brewing, the
least amount of time.
Yeah, together now I don't know about now because I can't do the math now, but when we started together, I think they had like a combined 3 years experience.
Not even that, probably. Not even that.
I mean, combined. One had 1 year, one had a year and a half.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're both phenomenal
Yeah, they're both great brewers. Both their beers are really good.
Yep.
They're both good dudes. I mean, they're just they both. If you think about them, they both kind of. This is not the right way to say it. It's going to come off wrong. Invited themselves into the club.
Yeah, rude as fuck. Yeah.
Right. Not. That's not what I'm saying. Because I mean, they're
Dude, no. Martine did. Dude, I got invited by a distributor to go to Bakersfield Beer Company and sit down with the owner of Bravery Brewery.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Martine he showed up and jumped on the fucking mic. I'm trying to get Kyle Smith on the mic. I got Brian Avery on the mic. I'm trying to get somebody from Bakersfield Beer Company. I only got 4 mics. But fucking Martine's like, I'm not getting out the mic.
I got a chance.
He's like,
I'm taking it.
I'm talking about homebrew. I'm like, God damn it, Martine.
And he was just starting in homebrew.
Just starting. It was so funny, man.
Go ahead.
Well, I got Kyle Smith. Kyle Smith is like getting so pissed off at me because I keep bringing up KRBC, and he's like taking his headphones
out. Anymore, bro.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out of here, but he won't leave the table. He just won't talk. And then he picks up the headphones. And he starts talking again. Martine's still talking. I'm thinking Brian Avery is a home brewer, so I'm talking about what you ever think
of this big ass brewery.
Yeah, and I was like the dumbest guy at the table. And Martine was actually.
I just got the equipment.
Yeah, I got a couple microphones. Who the fuck are you with this mohawk? You know, I think I was mixing up him and Martine. I don't know, man, but it was a.
Plus you're drinking the whole time.
It was an absolute train wreck. Brian Avery's was a total professional, super nice guy. And we were right next to the alarm system, so every time the front door opened, I was right in the fucking mic. But yeah, Martine.
Quality entertainment.
It was. Martine was solid as fuck, though, man. Yeah.
And Josh was kind of.
If we could just get Martine to learn a little bit of English, it'd be a lot better. English is a second language. It's a little rough for him.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
Yeah, it's not. You don't always have to say cerveza, brother. You can say beer. B-I-E-R, beer.
Beer. There's a Kenneth. Beer. Josh was similar. I mean, he started reaching out to me on Instagram before he was a brewer. And he's just one of those guys. You know, you get a lot of guys that just reach out and go, I'm going to start brewing.
You know, the first place I ever met him, I was at John's house.
Okay.
Yeah, I just went over to watch a UFC fight.
First time I met him in person was at Country and Craft.
Yep.
And he'd been messaging me and talking about, oh yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Everybody says that shit, right?
Right.
I'm gonna brew, and I've been talking to some people and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And he was always cool, but he just had that kind of like, here's what I'm gonna do stuff, and you hear that shit all the time. And then I was promoting Country and Craft and saying we were gonna be there, and we were doing the home brew tent and all that shit. And that was the year it rained, I think. And sure enough, there he was. And then he texted me before, and he's like, "Hey, you there?" And I go, "Yeah." I go, "You coming?" And he's like, "Yeah, but all my buddies, they said they ain't gonna."
You guys were in the same porta potty next to each other.
They're like knocking on the door, knocking on the wall.
Hey, put your mouth up to the hole. I can't hear
you. Welcome to the glory hole.
I can hear you now.
Got him.
Got it. I guess. And then he talked about all the shit he was going to do, and it was kind of like, because I didn't know him.
So when IPA Today started out, it was really just us guys. We hadn't really met any professional people yet, right?
Yep.
And I actually invited Frank over. I'm like, I want to do this podcast. I want to talk about beer. Mm-hmm. I think Frank misunderstood and thought that I was already an established person. So Frank's bringing over his beers. Mm-hmm. And talking chemistry stuff, right? And I learned a shit ton
as a chemist.
And then you were like, well, I actually doing podcast stuff, and I have beer, so you were bringing over your home brew, and both of you guys suck, right? I mean, the beers are horrible, even to this day. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then Josh and Martine are like, well, we brew. Martine's like, I brew out of
and
a
couple. And then John.
Yeah, then John actually was the dude, right? Mm-hmm. And that was our stick. I'm the fucking idiot, and he's the beer meister, right? And sure as fuck, though. I mean, it was true to form. John was, he'd work at Hess, and he was home. I mean, he could tell you the styles, the judging criterias, explaining the hops, and blah blah blah. But then Martine and Josh show up. Like, I've been brewing for 6 months, but whatever. And I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know what really fucked me up was when we were talking about we were trying to get to the bottom of 2-row. And Martine freaking gave the explanation about the germination, right? And about how when they germinate, and I'm like, holy shit, he really does work in the fields. He gets this.
How long have you been sitting on that joke?
No, that literally just popped in my head.
I thought you wrote that a long time ago.
No, I'm just racist.
It's like to your core. Holy
no,
shit.
but I'm like, dude's fucking legit, right? He's smart. Yeah. He's smart, and they make quality beers.
He works at Walmart, like everybody knows.
Yeah. Mr. George.
Kenny's been drinking on the job again.
So anyways, fuck Martine and Josh.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
I think they already went to bed.
Hey, so we've been giving those guys a big shout outs, man, and it's cool. But I want to also give Joey a shout out, man. Joey went over to my kid's house and did a fucking solid hookup, man. So we have lawnmowers in Bakersfield that are front throws, which means they're kind of like the lawnmowers you would, for those of you that are not from Bakersfield, for those of you that are back home in Florida, they're the type of lawnmowers you would use on a putting green of a golf course that cut a hybrid Bermuda low, so it's got a catcher up front and like a 7-blade reel type. It's not a rotary. It's not a single blade. It's like a rotary up front that's got a single. It's got 7 blades on a reel. Anyways, bottom line is there's a shaft on the back that's got 2 wheels on it like a normal shaft, but it's got a gear in the middle that's pressed on with a press. My son had bought a couple wheels, but couldn't get the sprocket off the shaft. Joey had to come over, and it turned out to be a whole ordeal for them. But Joey was a solid hookup. I was telling my son, I said, you know, it was funny because when I did the same thing, right? When I was young and energetic, and I went to the lawnmower shop, got my wheels, and they said, you want some help with that? Because I see the 2 nuts on holding the wheel on. I'm like, I'm pretty mechanically inclined. I think I can handle this. Fucking whatever. Right? So I get home and I pop off the wheels, and one of them's just, swap it out. But the other one, it won't come off.
A little more difficult.
It won't come off unless that sprocket's off, right? And I'm like, huh.
What's up, Rebel Rookie?
So I went back to the lawnmower shop with the shaft man. I'm like,
can I get some help?
Can a little shit talker get some help over here? And they all had a good laugh.
Ate a little crow.
Yeah, I did.
Jump on the YouTube and jump in here with us.
Me?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I'm talking to the chat on the. I went back live on Instagram.
Did you? Oh, what if I should?
Well, you'll see mine. You can join mine like we did earlier.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it. I posted the link to the YouTube and the chat on Instagram for those of you who want to jump in and see the special effects we got it going on up in here. So, do you like this Kolsch?
You know what? I like it better than the last one you gave me.
Okay. That was my goal, is to feed you a bunch of beers you don't really like and see how you do.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
But again, I will tell you, I would not order another one.
Of this one either?
No.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Join mine like we did earlier. Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it. Did you join my live?
I did.
Oh, you did.
How'd you get the little split screen thing you did last time?
No, request to join it. There should be an option for you. I waved at you.
Let me in.
Your view request. Okay. It won't click. Oh, there you go. Go live.
So that's when he's wanting me to wrap it up.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna hit sorry no.
I think we're about done then.
So when I golf,
But you didn't do no.
I hit
No to her.
I did not. I hit okay.
He said, "Fuck you! I'll go and I'll leave when I'm ready to."
Yeah, you can boss me.
I bet.
So
He got all quiet when he said.
when I said let me in, it made me think about when I golf. When we're approaching the green, right? Mm-hmm. So you'll hit a shot up and you try to get it closest to the hole, right? The closer to the hole you are, the better the putt you have. Mm-hmm. So you hit one up, and let's say you get like 10 feet from the hole, that's a good shot, right? Mm-hmm. And then your buddy's got his shot, and this.
You two wasted yet, Josh.
One of the things I'll say is like when I hit mine up there, like I'll hit my shot up on the green and it's like say 10 feet from the hole. Then you go to hit. As soon as you hit the ball, I yell out, "Get inside me!" Meaning get within where my ball's from the hole to get inside that point.
Yeah.
But it just is super funny to yell.
Kind of like the what was that fat guy, the gold member or whatever? The get inside my belly.
In my belly. No, this is a reference to anal sex.
Oh, I know.
Okay, all right. I'm not sure. I'm not a fat guy trying to eat a midget. Martine's safe.
You're trying to get fucked in the ass.
Yeah, I just want to get a fucking old blue going on.
Oh, get some diverticulitis.
It happens.
You want to what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the way Kolsch the aftertaste in the mouth. I don't like it.
Is this your last beer?
I'm gonna have one more. We got to wrap it up.
Okay. A bunch of dudes trying to get close to the hole. Is that a euphemism for trying to get laid?
No.
Go ahead and answer.
It's a bunch of guys trying to fuck each other in the butt. It's something that happens when. Oh yes, what a way to wrap it up.
That's what I said
Yeah,
before.
listen, when two guys love each other, right? They'll see changes in their body and the chemistry all together. Just it's not a big. You don't want to make it weird. You know what I mean? Did I say that right? Were you thinking the same thing?
I don't know. I was grabbing a beer. I wasn't really paying attention.
Anyways, hey Beck, join. Hey Beck, we already gave the critique on Off the Rails.
Yeah. So you missed out.
Yep.
It was terrible. Just kidding.
Hey, we're just being honest.
Just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. So this is the Death Row.
That we got from Off the Rails.
Yep, Beer Thug Life collaboration. Oh, I don't know. I handed you beer because I thought you were gonna. So, speaking of this beer, why
He
don't you?
said so.
You did.
Fuck. Train wreck.
What do you think of my new panties? Okay, well. Hey, so why don't you tell the story about this Edgar and
So scan that code. You get a free song, I think, or an album or some shit. Have you scanned it with your phone? Your phone's
I
busy.
have not.
Your phone's busy. That doesn't.
Scan that.
Yeah.
So Death Row.
Death Row Records is obviously a prominent hip hop rap. Taps jump back in. Record label.
Beer Thug Life.
And Beer Thug Life, which is Edgar from Compton down south.
Which we've had on the podcast before. We've had on my IPA today, and I'm not Kevin.
What's up, Taps?
He was actually, we kind of got to know him when he did a collaboration with local craft beer. LCB was a big supporter of the podcast.
Yeah.
Cool dude, right? We
Super
actually,
cool dude.
it was when we first started dabbling, or I should say Sean, not me, right? Sean started dabbling with how we can get, what is it? Zoom?
Oh yeah, because it was right.
So
in the
he-
beginning of.
So he was able to Zoom.
And we brought him in kind of remotely, right?
Yeah, so we were able to connect Zoom to the audio of IPA Today, and then we were able to give the audio to I'm Not Kevin. But we were actually watching Edgar and talking to him,
Yeah.
and it was really weird because I'm one of those guys that I think I'm pretty funny, and I think I'm a little more funny when I've had a couple beers. So I'm like, I'm gonna be fucking hilarious with about 8 beers, right? So I knocked back about 3 or 4 beers before Sean showed up. And we got Edgar on, and Sean's.
Taps wants to know real quick, how many broccolis have you abused tonight?
Oh no. Sean and I will not be sharing broccoli.
That's how you get diverticulitis. Sorry, go ahead, tell your
No,
story.
I appreciate you and my humor. Yeah, because most people don't like that humor. Most people are like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I like that, right? Anyway, so we had Edgar on. And Sean was like, dude, you're stumbling over your words, right? I think you're fucking already drunk. And,
Yeah.
And I was. And Edgar was asking me some questions, and I was just, I don't know. I go from fucking 0 to idiot pretty quick.
Well, and you were telling you were making jokes about and you're doing typical Kenny shit. You were telling like gangster jokes and Mexican jokes, whatever.
Yeah.
And his persona and his image is he's a hard motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that became the joke, was like, this guy's gonna fucking kill you. You know what I mean?
Right,
Obviously he's not, and he was super cool. He played along, and it was hilarious, but the banter was hilarious.
So, you know, when we hang up, we're like looking at each other like, how'd that go? Right? And Sean, I'm like, Sean, did I fuck it up? And Sean's like, you know, potentially. You know, you're like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, you're a fucking moron, right? And we love you too, brother. But he was cool with it, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
So,
Fuck yeah.
anyways, I go to
That was like 2 years ago.
yeah. So he's gone to be a big deal since then, and
I
we're
mean, that was in the early days of Beer Thug Life. That was
Correct.
when he was a guy that was chugging beers.
cheers, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
And he was just doing his thing, right? So it was a different time than it is now. Now he's become this kind of phenomenon.
So, anyways, back to this beer. So I see this beer at Off the Rails, where I go to Off the Rails one day with Wendy before they open. Right, it was soft,
Yeah, it was a
soft
soft
opening,
opening.
and like, hey, I want to go grab some of these beers. I was drinking a beer off the tap. We were just kind of looking at what they had to buy, right, and just kind of looking at shit. Grab a hat, some stickers, whatever. But I see, you know, I'm like, not a lot of people in here. But one guy in particular, I'm like, he's wearing a hat that says Compton, which was like, just, I don't know, cause weird for me in Bakersfield. Because you don't see a lot,
Glasses?
right? You know, and he was wearing glasses. I don't know the prescription, but he's wearing glasses inside. Sunglasses. But when we left, he went outside. So I don't know if he was prepared to go outside. I don't know, whatever. But I didn't click.
You didn't do the math.
I didn't do the math. And then like 2 hours later, I see a picture of Sean's taking a picture with him. Like, hey, dude, look, I ran into Edgar. I'm like, oh, fuck. I was just there and he was there. Shit. So anyways, tell him about the videos.
Oh, so then Edgar and I are talking at Off the Rails. We're bullshitting whatever. And because I walked in, he's like, do I know that motherfucker? You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm not Kevin. He's like,
And that's how Mexicans think.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what you're saying there. Anyway, moving right along. So then we had a pretty in-depth conversation about the progress that they're doing with the Death Row thing and just his brewery that's getting ready to open in Bell and all that shit. Compton from Rubber Rookie. So we had this whole conversation about.
Yes.
Just where he's at, right? From going from what we talked about earlier a few years
Right.
ago about him just being a guy chugging beers online to
With a sister.
to all of a sudden he's opened a freaking brewery. He's got this big deal with Death Row Records and all this shit, and then we're drinking beer at the same time. We're goofing around, whatever. And earlier he's like, yeah, we just came up here to Bakersfield to kind of kick off because they got, Becca had Off the Rails had this beer on tap as well as the cans, so he's coming up there to support that, right?
Sure.
And they're tight, and so he wasn't planning on staying very long. It was him and his wife Maria, right,
Maria.
maybe I don't know. Sour Queen Bee, I think is what her
Yeah.
Instagram is. Anyway, so we're so they weren't going to be there long. He was just kind of like doing like a guest appearance, and he was going to bail. He was there late. He was there longer than I was. You know what I mean? And so as we got bullshitting, he said something. I think he said something about you, and then you responded to that picture that I posted, and you're like, "Holy shit! I saw him there." And I said something to him about it. Maybe I showed him the text you sent me, and he's like, "Oh shit! I saw that motherfucker." You know what I mean? And he's like, and then. Did you send the first video? I can't remember how it went.
No, he did.
Oh, so he's like, I said, oh, Kenny was here and he saw you. And he goes, that motherfucker didn't say what's up? And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I don't know what to say, And he's like, oh, tell him. And then he said some shit. What did he say?
Shit, I can play it if you want.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, well, fuck it. Let's just. So I'm gonna jump off Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll just. Okay, so his claim to fame is he used to chug the beers and say cheers, motherfucker. So here we go. Oh,
You'll have to turn it around.
I'm gonna see you next time, motherfucker. Hey man, you seriously was here and you didn't fucking come say hi? That's fucked up, dog. I'm gonna see you next time, motherfucker.
Which I replied with,
Hey, sorry about the loco pichi puto way. My bad. Please, no chingazos, por favor, no chingazos. Cheers, motherfucker.
You chugged that whole motherfucker. I was pretty impressed with that.
listen to Whitney.
What did you see? What was it?
You can hear Whitney in the background. Well, let me see. You can hear Whitney in the background. Listen.
We're drinking a bunch of beers.
So she can hear Whitney going, well, he's definitely not driving home. So his reply was,
Hey, Kenny, man. Hey, thank you for buying a beer, man. and much love, man. I'm sure we'll see each other again, man. Cheers, motherfucker.
So that's the inside view of Off the Rails.
yeah, so
We did have some loggers earlier. We had a couple.
anyways, yeah, it's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, Edgar's great. He's great. So that was one of the loggers we had. That was the first one. Kenny's a big fan. Just kidding. And then we had this here. So Buster Barnes is not a fan of the IPAs, apparently.
No?
Guess not. He gave a puke face.
For IPAs?
Yeah.
Well, you would love it over here. Sean's feeding me fucking lagers and Kolsch's, so yeah, come on over.
Come on over. You can finish off the beers that Kenny wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sober because I'm only drinking half the beers he gave me.
There's a whole bunch of glasses on the table you can't even see that are half full. Beer of the night?
Oh, 100% Edgar's.
I agree. It's only
7%.
It's a 7% West Coast IPA. I have to satisfy so many cameras here. This is just a really, really good IPA. It's got the bitterness. It's got a little bit of sweetness. It's got the kind of the grain bill that has a good mouthfeel to it.
So when you go order a beer and we have two beers on tap. We got a West Coast and East Coast IPA. Which one are you getting?
So say it again.
You go to a beer tap house. They've only got two beers on tap. East Coast, West Coast. Hazy East Coast, bitter West Coast. What are you getting?
My first beer of the day.
Because clearly you're gonna get both, right? We're gonna
I'm
get
definitely
both.
gonna get both.
Yeah, but which one are you gonna get first?
Probably the West Coast. Probably the West Coast.
Okay, I'm gonna go East Coast because so for me, when I go to a restaurant, I want to try the pork chop because that's how I judge a restaurant by how good they can make a pork chop.
He said the IPAs taste like pine sol.
Fair enough.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah. So I want to know what's the quality of your East Coast because that tells me about that brewery, right? And that's just my thing. I want to know. But I probably have lately, or maybe all along, I've enjoyed a solid West Coast more. So I want to just try your East Coast, feel you out, but I really want to bang your sister. I want to go with the West Coast.
See you guys. Have a good night. See you, Joey.
Later, Joey.
Good luck tonight, brother.
Yep.
So I think I'm similar in that space, but just the opposite of it. Like, because you've always been a bitter East or
Yes,
West Coast guy.
I dig the
and
bitters.
I've always been a little bit, like, I had to evolve to the West Coast style
Yeah.
IPAs. So I think I'm just a little bit the opposite. I want to do the West Coast to get, like, to me, the West Coast is a little cleaner. It's a little harder to hide behind shit.
Yeah,
to me.
absolutely.
And the East Coast has that juiciness that I kind of, and the heaviness. There's heavier to me.
Yep.
So I don't like to start there. I like to start a little lighter. To me, in a West,
Yep.
in a West
Makes
Coast
sense.
IPA is lighter.
Makes sense. I've always thought I was and I still do. I still think I prefer hazies.
Okay.
I want to know you're hazy, but I always seem to enjoy a West Coast more. So that's why I always kind of like. I'm the way. That's how I eat. I will eat my mashed potatoes, my green beans, and my peas first,
And then go to the meat.
and then save my steak. Right. So because I want to. Once I start on that steak, I don't want to stop. So maybe that's how I am now with my hazies. I do love hazy, and I will always order the hazy first. But hazy's, if the hazy's solid, I'm like, fuck it, I'll stay with the
You might
hazy.
stay with there.
But if it's mediocre, all right, let's try your West Coast.
Buster Barnes says, I like small craft beer. That's what we do here, bro. I'm always thinking that there is too much hops in all the beer styles. So that is kind of what we're talking about here. When I said Kenny on the other side of the table here has always been a West Coast guy, which West Coast translates to bitter.
Yeah.
Or cat pissy and all that stuff, right? Where you get the East Coast style IPAs are more sweeter and more aromatic. And Rebel Rookie asked about the aromatics of this beer. What do you think about the aromatics?
It's actually, so I have to take I got a big nose too. I have to take a deep, long, like I don't get it out the front. I got to hold my hand over and get a.
Yeah, we hear it.
Yeah, and I really start picking it up right when I'm out of breath. like lighting a cigar. Like right when it finally gets a light, I pass out because I'm fucking blacked out. I actually get, I do get something, right, that smells really good. Which means nothing, right? I could be talking about fucking pine salt, like I said, right?
There's a certain...
maybe it is piney.
Piney. I got piney out of it, but not over the top piney.
No, I had to work for it.
Obviously. Your face is all flushed. And, if I wanted something bitter, I'll talk to my ex-girlfriend, he said.
Fair enough. I love that. That's a solid joke right there.
That's a joke of the night.
That's solid as fuck.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
That is good.
That is solid. Well,
beer of the night for sure.
Yeah, Death Row. I digged it. Right, I could totally sit by the pool and have 4 of those. They're a little 7%'s big, right? So 4-pack will do you right. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna sip them easy. You don't want to chug it like my stupid ass did, right? Maybe
how'd you feel after that?
Huh?
How'd you feel after that?
Actually, fine, right? Because I didn't realize it was 7% till after I chugged it. And I was like, fuck. I was reading something.
Like, here we go.
I thought it was 5. I really did. That's why I chugged it. And to be honest with you,
that's Kenny that needs more cardio.
Yeah, and it was. I didn't listen. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize it was Edgar's beer when I bought it.
Oh, really? You just bought it because of the IPA, West Coast and Cool Lake.
Then I started kind of reading, and I'm like, oh fuck. And then I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, it could not have worked out better.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, anyways, man, on behalf of IPA today, and all you guys that joined in, and the Instagram folks that I dropped. Thanks for having me again, Sean. This is great, man.
I'm so glad we were able to do it.
This was a fun night, right? It was a good dinner. The wives are out there polishing off a bottle of wine, and but I'm getting the text to wrap it up. So
glad you guys joined us. Glad you guys listening. Glad you guys watched on Instagram, on YouTube, and Twitch. It's fun. Remember, we're still doing it.
Yeah, we're still here.
All right, we're out.
Yeah, peace out, motherfuckers.
Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and rate the podcast on iTunes and Google Play. Twitter, I'm not Kevin Pott.
Don't tell me who I'm not. Don't tell me who I am, cause I'm not Kevin Pott. Don't tell me who I am. Don't tell me who I'm not. Don't tell me who I am, cause I'm not Kevin Pott. Don't tell me who I am. Don't tell me who I'm not. Don't tell me who I am, cause I'm not Kevin Pott.